Hey y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to put on City Beauty Sangria lip oil. I'm going to use a quad that when I looked through my calendar, because you can search for a word or a phrase in my calendar, I'm going to use this thing like twice. And this is from Pat McGrath. I purchased my first and only, I think, Macari purchase is her quad, Blitz Astral Quad in Iconic Illumination. And the first look I did was super dark. I loved it. Y'all know I love dark lip looks. I have on Max Dip Down is a brown on my brows today. You can see the color right there. Usual suspects on the face. Inner rims, MAC Color Excess Sick Tap Bro, which is this brown shade. And on my inner rims, also from MAC, I have on Stage 5 Clinger. They don't make this anymore. So, yeah, so once that's done, and it almost is, I just won't have it, and I cannot repurchase it. So this is what it looks like. And so we're going to use all 4 of them. And, yeah, so let's just get into it. So we're going to take this brush, and we're going to, are we going to use all 4 shades? Because I was thinking this for brow arch, but I don't think we're not going to put anything in the transition unless I go into, oh shoot, it's not over here, the Sculpt palette. That's over at my desk. And I'm looking at this one in the center, but that might be too light for what we're doing. And that's almost the same as this shade from Mini Xenon, isn't it? It looks like, yeah, they're almost the same shade. This one is a tad more pinky, but all right, let's just get to it. I do have, this ain't gonna work. This shade from the e.l.f. quad. I don't know, that might, let's just get to it. Let's get to it. All right, so we're just gonna take this shade right here. We're gonna put this on the first portion of our lid. I do have on the Fenty Eye Primer topped with MAC's Paint Pot. So we're just patting that out again, because the Paint Pot creases in my crease, because you see all the puff. Where's my crease at now? It's hiding, but it's right here. So we're just gonna, so when I picked this up to use it today, intentionally, using what I have, and when I look to see when I last used it, I'm like, if I haven't used it in that long, would I miss it if it was gone? And I don't think that I would. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's that. Today is the day, Thursday the 13th. Today is the day that Freckle Collab went live, and no, I don't want to talk about it, except I do know I was on the struggle bus, and both of their looks were great. And we have a live tonight, so I'm sure I might just mention it for those who haven't seen it. But y'all, when I first practiced with it, they stuck with the spray. And so I'm like, oh, okay, it'll work. No. All right, so now we're going to go with, that was the Esom V27. We're going to take Hourglass number 3, and we're going to go into, is this shade actually darker though? We're going to put this on the lid. And we're using a wider brush because we're using a wider area, but maybe I need to use an Esom brush because this seems like it doesn't want to go. The thing with buying off of Macari, and she had, I think if I remember correctly, she had only swatched a couple shades and she never used it. But the thing with buying stuff on Macari, especially makeup, like you don't know like how long it's been sitting, and things can still turn after like many years. But some stuff I see is like stuff that came out like 5-6 years ago, and I'm just like, is that still any good? And it may be, because I know people who have had palettes and they're like, oh, I've had this for 8 years and it still works fine. And Pat McGrath stuff does last a long time. So I felt okay getting this. And y'all know I'm a germaphobe. And so for me to buy this, like I really wanted it. And I do like the smokiness of it. But I'm looking at this now, like, can I do this with other stuff?
And because, as I said, I haven't used this in well over, probably over a year, about a year. And I'm just like, damn. So would I miss it? I really don't think I would miss it. We're going in with the top of the brush because I want to sweep some up here, because this side is rounded at the top and this side kind of was not. We're overlapping that first shade just for our blend. And I'm sitting here like holding this over here like this. I know, I'm weird. For intro, excuse me, hello and welcome if you're new here. My name is Dion and I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, and not worrying too much about what people will think of you. Just be who you are. Your people will find you. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. Wear whatever brand you want to use whatever tool you want to use, and do whatever technique you want to use to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here, I don't know about anywhere else, but here we're about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what we stand for here. Two things if you are new. I do curse sometimes because I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and it already made an appearance. I try to be aware of it, to say excuse me, but there are times when it does get past me, and I'm just like, and then when I watch it back, I'm like, okay, that was gross, even for a troll. So how this blends out, I like how it looks like it's something under my brow already. So we're not, but if I'm going to use all 4 shades, I need to put it somewhere, or just do inner corner, and put something else on the rest of the lower lash line. So now we're going to take this shade. Let me back up. This shade is called Bronze Gold 3. This one is Blitz Bordeaux. This one is Blitz Brown. So we're going to take Blitz Brown. And I don't even remember what the look like that I did before, but I know it was smoky and I know I loved it. And I was just like, oh wow, like I'm so glad I got this palette, because that look was a banger. And I do like smoky and dark looks. This is calling for a brown lipstick. Yeah. I was thinking of what I want to eat for lunch/dinner after the live. And I think I'm going to cook on one of those seafood boils that I posted on my tab before, that I purchased from Aldi. And it was 9 something, I think, or 8 something. I think it was 8 something. Before, I think it was like $9.99. But this time they were like 8 something. And I was like, ooh, I got that hook down there. This side doesn't have it. And I really don't have much on my palette with foundation, and that I use for foundation and primer. I don't know if that fixed that. So this is, I like this. I really like this. And so it's like, why is it a question? Because it's just one look. And so when I do looks now, I'm asking myself, can I do this look with something else that I have? And I think that I could, just looking at the colors. And so that's what makes it not so important if you see a look that you do, or somebody shows a palette, especially new releases, because I've seen comments, oh, you sold me on this palette with that look. First of all, it's not going to look exactly like it looks on that person. It depends on your technique, the brushes you use, your skill set, your complexion, your eye shape. And so to see a look you like and be like, oh, I'm going to buy it, like, that doesn't mean it's going to do that. And you could probably dupe out the look or get something similar with stuff you already have. But I'm not saying don't buy stuff. Go ahead and still buy stuff. You know, I still buy stuff. Just for me, I am still on this journey of being a conscientious consumer, which means questioning myself before I purchase stuff, except impulse buys like the Bloom palette. Yeah. And Garden Grunge, just because I had the word grunge in the title. Yeah, I did that. But the idea is to be more aware of why our spending habits are the way that they are. We're going to take this brush. This is a Esum V31, and we're just going to just buff around the edges of this brown just to soften this line a little bit. And oh, that's nice. So yeah, I'm not saying don't buy. I'm just saying be aware of your spending habits and why. There was a time, maybe like a year or so ago, when I realized might have been like 2 years ago at this point or more, when I realized I was making a lot of purchases when I was sleepy. And so I remember saying in a few videos, that looks nice, that I need to stop shopping when I'm sleepy. Because it's like, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm in my mid-50s. And so as a teenager, they would have, like, TV shows went off. Shows went off, and then there would just be like a bunch of infomercials. And everything looked really good at like 1 in the morning. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. But it really wasn't. You know, it was just garbage. But because we're half asleep, we're like, oh, like our filter is gone. And we're just like, oh yeah, they said it's great. Yeah, that is great. And then it's always like, wait, there's more. If you buy one, you get 50% off a second one, that type of thing. So I think a lot of people were just buying a lot of stuff and not really paying attention to, is this really garbage or not? I'm looking for Fallout, and thankfully I don't have any because I don't have any more primer or foundation on my palette. We're going to take, I need something else to look. We're going to put this on inner corner lower lash line, and then we're going to take another one of those brushes and we're going to put the brown on the other half. This is a Fenty 220 brush. Excuse me. Excuse me. I kind of feel like y'all heard that because that was kind of loud. So we're going to put, is that even, excuse me, showing up? That's this shade. And this one is Astral Gold Allure. Maybe I need a different brush. I do think it is showing up because that brown is looking lighter. That tan color, this color, copper, because this is looking a little bit lighter. But, so you know what? I could still put this under my brow because it's not doing much. And I am actually swirling the brush in it to pick it up. It's showing where I have my milia, which milia are little bumps that you can get under your eye. And I do have, like, I have one here and I have one here. But this one, because of where it is, there's a bump over here too, but this one is smaller. Whenever I put something bright there, it highlights the bump. And so this is showing up. But yeah. Start to sweat, y'all. These lights. Yeah, we're gonna leave that like that. We're gonna take a clean one and go back into this brown, which is Blitz brown. And we're gonna put this on the rest of our lower lash line. We're gonna do a black on our upper lash line. I know I don't use it. No, we're not. No, we're not. I took out Contemplative State just to give us a pop in this look. Because I thought to take a black, and then I'm like, no. Let's do a pop. Let's do a pop of color. Is it raining? It's raining. I'm like, what is that sound? Yeah, it's raining outside. So we're going to leave this like this. We're going to go ahead and put on Contemplative State, and then we are going to edit out the rest of the face. Or we're at 13 minutes. We're going to edit out putting on Contemplative State because I'm thinking we're going to add other videos to this clip or not. We're not. Because I'm, and keeping it real, this is Contemplative State. I don't have a lot of videos scheduled. I really don't. So we're going to just put this by itself. If I start in here, it's not going to show up, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're just going to do this by itself. So maybe we'll just do the whole face. So this is what I'm saying it does. It just gives it a pop. And it blends in with the inner corner shade, which I think is nice. Sometimes I don't want stuff to blend in, but all of a sudden I feel nauseous. I had my oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon. And that's nice. And a couple sips of Mountain Dew. I didn't have my Microfer this morning. I stopped being able to find it at Aldi, and so I stopped drinking it for a while. And then when I looked online at Aldi, and it said it was in stock. Well, but they had a different brand. The other brand it was called Kefir or Kefir. I think it's pronounced Kefir. and they had one, but this brand is Happy Farms, which is the Aldi brand. And so I only got one because I wanted to see if I liked how it tastes. And I actually like how it tastes better than the other one. The other one was a little more tart. This is wider than this side, but not really, because we did bring this down to the lower lash line a little bit. And so I didn't have that today. Because I remember like a week ago or so, I almost poked myself in my eyeball. I remember saying I made my stomach sick. I ate a combination of something that wasn't good. Well, it tasted good, but later my stomach was like, girl. And that's what prompted me to see if they had kefir again. Because I was drinking that a couple ounces like every day for like years. And I started drinking it. Someone sent me homemade goat cheese. I ate a little bit the day it came. I ate a little bit the next day. And it really was just a little bit. And it tore my stomach up. And even just drinking like hot tea, my stomach was tore up. Even eating soup, it just really wrecked me for like 3 weeks. And I was mentioning it to somebody, and he was like, "Oh, you should get kefir. That helps. It has probiotics and prebiotics in it, which are good for our digestive system." And so I bought it. And my second day drinking it, my stomach started feeling better. The only thing was, at that time, it says the serving size is 8 ounces. And so I'm doing what they say, and I was drinking 8 ounces, but I had to eat toast with it or a bagel because it was upsetting my stomach in the sense that it was just making me bloated. And so when I told this to the person who told it to me, he was like, "Oh no, that's too much." He said, "I just take a couple gulps out of the container." And I was like, "Oh," so I started doing that, and it was fine. I didn't need to eat toast with it or a bagel or anything like that. And so I was doing that for years until I stopped being able to find it at Aldi, because that's where it was cheapest. They had it at Walmart grocery stores, but it would be like a third more than Aldi. And I was just like, let's see if I can do without it. And I did without it for a while. But then when I messed up my stomach a couple weeks ago, I'm like, let me get it. And you know what, y'all? It does work. And so with my oatmeal, or before my oatmeal while the water's boiling, I'll just pour out maybe like 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces of it, and I'll just drink that. And this has powder on the handle, and so it does really help. We're picking 2 bronzers, House Labs. So we're picking, this is Deep Level 9, this is Deep Level 11. We're going to take 9 first. Yeah, y'all, I'm feeling yes, I don't think I'm gonna do that seafood boil later, because I don't think I'm gonna do that later. And I didn't take out anything to thaw out to eat for lunch/dinner. I thought about it, this morning before I went to sleep, but then for some reason I just didn't. Like, I don't know why. You know why? Because I was thinking of that seafood boil, and I could quick thaw some shrimp, because they do thaw pretty quick, and do stir fry. It was that I was thinking of, or doing the that was the Deep Level 9. Now we're going to take Deep Level 11, the same brush. This is the Sigma Soft Sculpt. This says F11. So we're just going to do one side and one side. Do that there. I like the gradient. So you see how that looks? And then when I put that there, it's just a little bit deeper. And I meant to put the 11 up here and on my nose, but whatever's on the brush. I stopped using bronzer as bronzer as contour, because I was noticing, like, yeah, it looks good in front of these lights. But when I would go like into the bathroom or somewhere out and it's, bright lights, even though artificial lighting, when I would turn, my face was too dark, because the bronzer would be here and you see the bronzer. And so it was just looking like my face was too dark. And so I stopped doing that. Blush. We're going to pick a blush at random. Hibiscus Haze. I want something like a size sky for this. All right, we're going to do this. Hibiscus Haze, which was my first and only House Labs blush for a while, because it's perfect for me and I cannot mess up. But then, because I like the formula so much, I'm like, let me try some other colors. And I have all of them, except one I took back. I think it was Dragon Fruit Days, because it was just a little too cool tone for me. And just made me look not quite dusty, but a little bit ashy. It was obvious that it was not the right tone for me. Surprisingly, I do like Lavender Blonde. So doing some minor draping here, not a lot. I like this look though. Girl, y'all, Trolls is fine. Highlighter at random. Fire opal. Oh, that brush. This was Sigma F43 soft angle cheek brush. This one, F03. Is this one of the soft sculpts? I think so. High cheekbone highlighter. It says, so we're gonna swipe both sides and do this. I've never been a fan of fan brushes. I mean, I understand the concept because then you just fan the brush or you just, you know, do one of these things, but I'm gonna use it one day. You know what? And I still never used this set of these brushes that I have sitting here from however long ago. I have 3. There's 2 in my kit and I have another one unopened, and then this one because I'm like, I want to try it. I use it, everybody I use it on, they're like, these brushes are so nice. So I'm like, I want to see. And they do feel really soft. This is the brush that had the cashew powder. And we're going to take Mood Light, described as a sheer lavender pink. We're going to take this lethal brush. No, we're going to, I already have it in my hand. We're going to go straight back and forth this way because we're going to come under the eye first. And so I keep saying I'm going to try them, but then when I sit here, it's just like muscle memory, like just go with the brushes that I know. And we're going back and forth each way, back and forth, because we're going up and down, back and forth, up and down, back and forth, back and forth. And so that's it for this one. And so, yeah, I need to just try them because I have no issue with them. We're going to take, I've been liking doing this chocolate opal, and I did this in the video before. This is a highlighter from Haus Labs. It shows up, makes me toasty. The same as Eternal Light from Hourglass. And I swatched this on my hand first in the store, and then I swatched this one because I thought, are they going to do the same thing? But they kind of don't. They both make me toasty, but the finish is different. This is a finishing powder, so it has a slight sheen like I have now from Mood Light. Is that the one we just used? Yeah. But this one as a highlighter, it has more shine, and this is the kind of shine from like Fire Opal. So I do like this as a add-on. So we're just going to tap, and we're just going to tap, and we're going wide with this all the way up to where the highlighter is. So we're just tapping the other side of the brush, and we're going to tap once, and we're going to press right here, and we're going to press right here, and that is going to be it. That is it. That's all we do with that. I feel nauseous. We're going to take, I'm not going to do Capacity, the white mascara from Lethal. We're not going to put that for lower lash line, which I do love it down there. But we're going to take, do I want to spray my face first? Sometimes I think this makes my skin look dry. This is, that's the Fenty spray. Or maybe I was putting too much, like, I don't know. I keep my eyes all the way open and I raise my brows because sometimes my eyeshadow will crease from any type of spray because the spray is wet and you see my crease. And so it'll crease in there if it stays wet in there. So I use my handy dandy YouTuber's tool, this fan, and dry my face. And so we're going to put on Lancome Sills Booster XL mascara base. I'm trying to see the clock. I think people think that as everyone gets older, they're going to have problems reading. I can see close. My prescription, my glasses help me to see distance. If I have contacts in, that helps me see distance. So then I gotta put on reading glasses to read close. If I have my glasses on, I have to take my glasses off to read close. And I've been in like Zoom meetings or other stuff, and I have my what am I saying?
and I would be trying to read something. And if it's something with small print, I mean, I think a lot of people have problems with like tiny print. Like even this, like up close, I can read up close, but I still have to be like, okay, get the right angle for the light to show the words. And somebody was like, oh, you need to put your glasses on. And I said, if I put my glasses on, I really won't be able to read because my glasses help me see distance. And so I think people just assume that people can't see close. And so I just find it ironic. And it was something I was doing one day, and I had to get up close to it for the type of thing that I was doing. And so I took my glasses off so I could see close. And the person said, oh no, keep your glasses on so you can see. I said, well, because of how close I am, I need to take my glasses off to see because my glasses help me see distance. And they were like, oh. And so I've heard that from quite a few people. So I think some people just assume you need glasses to read close or to see close. I don't. And so when I'm going like this, I'm trying to read the clock because it's across the room. But yeah, so just one of those little quirky things that I'm just like, why do people think that? And maybe I would too if I had trouble seeing close or reading. I don't know. But anyway, so that's that tidbit. Tell me how you guys are doing. If you haven't seen the Freckle collab, it was me, Grace, and Janessa. It was Janessa's idea for us to do the collab. Y'all see that? I just hit that. I know y'all see that. It was doing the eye look, because I used the Yucca palette. That was fun. Using the freckles. And of course doing the collab, because the three of us have collab before. And so that's always really great. But them freckles, that was a learning experience. And I know, like, when I encourage you to try new things, I said, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn never do it again. You're going to learn you like it. Or you're going to learn I'll do it again, but I'll tweak it. I've learned never to do it again, but part of me still does want to try it again. But if y'all saw that video, I was just so frustrated, y'all. I'm waiting for this to dry. If you get mascara somewhere you don't want it, you wait for it to dry, and it may flake off. But what I do sometimes is I'll put shadow on top of it, and that's what I'm going to do because I don't want to. And so it is coming off, but then actually the eyeshadow isn't. What did I say earlier? And I always think about how when I watch professional makeup artists, if somebody has hooded lids like mine, they'll use their finger to lift it up. And I'm like, doesn't that remove the makeup? But it really doesn't. And so it did take off most of it. So what we're going to do, what brush did I use for that? We used the Hourglass number 3 for that shade. So we're going to take the same brush and just go in a little bit. And we're going to put that right there. So you still can see it, but it's not like it was before. So this is the way you can clean it up. Use something, wait for it to dry. Because if it's somewhere on your face, it'll just flake off. Or if you don't have one eyeshadow, we're only doing this side because we put more on the other side. If it's somewhere on your face, or if you don't have eyeshadow on, it will just flake off. Yeah. So that is that. So what do we got left? We got the lip left. Oh, my stomach. I don't think Mountain Dew goes well with oatmeal. Because I only had a couple sips, and that was maybe 20 minutes after I ate the oatmeal. Y'all, my system is weird. There is still oil on my lips because I can feel it. I can feel it. I want to do a brown, and of course I picked up a purple. I do like this look, y'all. Black cherry. We're going to put this on. Yeah, I feel excuse me. What is this one? Oh, this is Plum Madness. We're not going to use that. That's all dark color, and I'm like, ew. We're going to put this one on. I'm excited about a project I'm doing. I already started it, but I'm going to talk about it in Monday's live. And let me not say anymore. I have some life lessons to talk about for some of the lives. And I'm thinking those would be good for Thursday. I just touched down here. Yo, I'm just like going places that I really shouldn't be. I like this. What is this called? Black cherry. It is. It's a little more red than I want. Ooh, what I should have did. Where that at? Where that thing at? The hell? Where was it? It's that dark brown that I have. Damn it. It was from Notoriously Morbid. And it was in a square thing. I do like this. How come I don't see it? Let me just keep going. That's gonna bother me now. I'm gonna look for it after this video. I could leave that there and pretend it's a freckle. I got some freckles over here. I got freckles under here, but it's hidden under mascara. I got freckles across my nose. I said to Grace and Janessa, I said, I wonder if those faux freckles were intimidated by my real freckles. And it was like, there's real freckles. Like, she doesn't need me here. I don't know. Making up stuff. This, like this, it looks like there's a indentation here. But when I go like this, it's not. So it's just the way the light is hitting it. Yeah, we're going to leave that there and pretend it's a freckle. No, we're not, because it's not looking right. But how do I get it off? Without smearing it. I should have left it like it was, y'all. Damn. This is when sometimes I'll take a lip liner, but I don't want to bring this down further. So right here, it looks like there's something missing right here. But when I turn, you see it there. That's always kind of trippy to me. And that's why sometimes I'm like, I keep going like this because it looks like there's something missing. I should have just left it. Because now I'm doing too much. Okay, that cleaned that up. Yeah, so it's not anything missing. Because when I turn, you can see it. All right, let's do our pictures and we're going to be done. Actually, let's just end and then I'll do pictures because we're good for time. I need to find that lipstick because that was really a nice one. It was a dark purple. Where the hell would it be? Thank you for being here. There's stuff popping up over here. Let me know what you think about this look. Let me know what you think about this quad if you have it. And so I'm still, how come I can't open it? Oh, damn. So I'm pretty sure I can do this look with something else. And so I think maybe, I want to say I'll see what I can dupe it with and the next look will be that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I haven't used it in like almost, I haven't used it in so long. So I'm like, why is it here? But I love that I can get a quick smoky look. Yo, I didn't have any fallout either. So I'm just like this. Yeah, I know I'm tripping. I know. We're going to go. Stuff is popping up over here for you to watch. Thank you for being here. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you. And you will see me soon.